MathCast. Intended audience grade 5. Content or learning objective. Multiply by multi-digit whole numbers in multiples of 10 using place value patterns in the associative and distributive properties created by Maria Chianti. Vocab. I have place value means that the quantity that a digit, any number, represents depends in a very specific way on the position of the digit in the number, repeatedly bundling into groups of 10. Associative property. A times B times C equals A times B times C, when multiplying by 3 or real numbers, is always the same regardless of their regrouping. Distributive property. A times B plus C equals A times B plus A times C. Multiplying a sum by a number is the same as multiplying each added by the number and then adding the products. Multiplication. Sums of equal groups. The number m means the number of units in n units in one group. M times n equals p. So now they gave this for the example. So we are using place value first, as well as multiplication. So they did 23 times 20. So they want us to think about 23 ones times 2 tens would give us 46 tens. So then when we multiply 23 times 20, that would equal 460. So then 230 times 20, and they want us to think 23 tens and times 2 tens, which would give us 46 hundreds, and that would give us 230 times 20 is 4,600. So now we're going to try on our own. So now let's do 41 times 4. So 41 ones times 4 ones is 164 ones. So that would be 41 times 4 equals 164. So then they're going up in the place value. So now we're going to do 410 times 400. So that would be 41 tens times 4 hundredths. So that would give us 164 thousandths. So 410 times 400 equals 164 thousandths. On to the next one, 310 times 300. So 331 tens times 300s equals 993 thousandths. 3,310 times 300 is 993 thousandths. So now we're going to do 500 times 600. So that's what? 500s times 600s equals 30 tenths. 500 times 600 equals 300 thousandths. So the next example we have is, this is multiplication with using distributive, I believe associative property. This would be associative. So this is what they have. 7 times 9 equals 63. 7 times 90 is 63 times 10. And then 630. They're decomposing. 70 times 90 is 7 times 10 times 9 times 10. 7 times 9 times 100 is 6,300. So while using the decomposing as well as associative, now we're going to try B. 45 times 3. That is 135. So to decompose that, we are going to take 135 times 10. That would give us 1,350. Now we're going to do 450 times 30. We're going to decompose into 45 times 10 times 3 times 10. That is 45 times 3 times 100. That gives us 13,500. Now 450 times 300. Decomposing into 45 times 3 times 10 times 100, that'd give us an answer of 135,000. So now we're going to do 40 times 5
equals 200. So now we're going to try 40 times 50 and decompose using the associative property. So that is 20 times 100 equals 2,000. So now we're going to try 40 times 500. So we're going to take 4 times 10 times 5 times 100, and we're going to break that down to 4 times 5 times 1,000 is 20,000. So now we're going to try 400 and 5,000. Decomposing an associative property is, we're going to break it down to 4 times 5 and times 100 times 1,000. 20 times 100,000 equals 2 million. So now we get the sense of that, and now the last one is number 5. Tickets to a baseball game are $20 for an adult and $15 for a student. The school buys tickets for 45 adults and 600 students. How much money will the school spend for tickets? So we're going to do $20 in each diagram and $15 in each diagram for student and for adult. To create a diagram to see where it adds up. So now we're going to do 45 times 20 and figure out what that is, and that is 900. 600 times 15 is 9,000. So that's when we put the 15 and the 20 right in there. And then we're going to figure out 900 times 9,000 is 9,900. So then the school will spend $9,900 for tickets. And that is it. Thank you for watching.